No, no, no! For the love of all that is holy, don't do this to us. I swear to God, is there a single franchise out there that Hollywood won't put their filthy woke claws onto and destroy?
You can't keep getting away with it!
Ugh. You know, to say that I'm a big God of War fan would be an understatement. A serious understatement. I'm a massive God of War fan. Ever since the first time I played God of War on the PS2 at my buddy's house, way back in 2005, I was freaking hooked. Kratos was just the ultimate badass. I mean, there had been plenty of violent games to come out long before God of War did, but this was the first time I'd ever seen a protagonist in a video game display such unrelenting rage and fury. Combined with the fact that he was a god whose powers had nearly no bounds, it just made for one of the most epic and fun experiences I ever had as a gamer. But I don't need to go any further than that. Everyone knows God of War is awesome. I just really wanted to hammer it down, just how much I love this series. Kratos is my boy. And the last thing I wanted to hear today was that Amazon, of all studios, the butchers of the Lord of the Rings, have gotten their greasy mitts on the rights to and greenlit a live-action God of War TV series. Seriously, get them out of here, Kratos.
Leave my house!
Alright, forgive me for being paranoid here. I mean, who knows? There's at least a small chance that it won't be an absolute shit show. After all, Cory Barlog is working closely on the project, and nobody knows God of War better than he does. It's just that after I watch them stomp all over my beloved Lord of the Rings, I just simply don't trust Amazon when it comes to my most favorite IPs. And going by this article, it really sounds like they're gonna fuck with God of War's lore as well, to the surprise of nobody. So let's jump into this and find out what's going on. Amazon gives green light to live-action God of War series. Will skip over original Greek storyline in favor of Norse reboot. Yup, you heard that right. The show will be completely skipping over the Greek storyline, the entire foundation of Kratos' life and journey. Like, what? It looks like God of War fans will be the next to suffer through the curse of mass-market video game adaptations, as Amazon has officially given the green light to a live-action series based on Kratos' rampage through the pantheons of old. Confirmed as in production on December 14th, the titular God of War small screen debut is set to be penned by the Children of Men and Iron Man screenwriting team of Mark Fergus and Hawk Osby. Alright, well that's at least a good start. Both of those movies were amazing. Under the direction of the Wheel of Time showrunner Rafe Judkins. And all that tiny bit of good favor they had for me is now gone. Just like that. The Wheel of Time was another huge notable franchise that Amazon destroyed recently. I may not be a fan of the books and never watched the TV series, but there are content creators who I have tons of trust in and respect for who covered it and said that Amazon butchered the hell out of it. They tend to do that. Joining them in rounding out the series production team will be Santa Monica Studios creative director Cory Barlog and God of War series producer Yumi Yang, the PlayStation Productions producers behind Uncharted, Assad, you're killing me with this last name, Kizilbash, and Carter Swan, and Vertigo Entertainment founder Roy Lee, all of whom will serve as executive producers. Santa Monica Studios' Jeff Ketchum will also serve as a co-executive producer. Cory Barlog's involvement is the only thing that is preventing me from completely writing off this show. I mean, everyone who loves God of War knows this guy's name, and how prominent a role he has played in developing the games over the years. However, rather than recount Kratos' full journey starting with his carnage-filled quest for revenge against Zeus and his fellow Greek gods, Amazon's God of War will instead opt to begin with Kratos' self-exile to Midgard and his raising of his son Atreus, as recounted in the video game series' recent reboots. See, now this is where they lose me. I just don't understand how and why they would want to skip past the biggest and most important parts of Kratos' life. Even though God of War 2018 is my favorite game in the series, and I love the Norse pantheon, but I also love the Greek pantheon, and I just feel like adapting his journey in Midgard against the Norse pantheon will just feel like retreading territory. Let me explain. So 2018 and Ragnarok came out much more recently than the games taking place in Greece. They have beautiful modern graphics and they're just presented in a much more cinematic manner than the older games. You know, playing through them were basically like watching really long movies. It would just be much cooler to see the Greek storyline adapted to live action first. But that's only assuming they would faithfully adapt the story without making stupid, pointless changes. As per a synopsis of the series provided by Amazon, God of War follows Kratos, the God of War, who after exiling himself from his blood-soaked past in ancient Greece, hangs up his weapons forever in the Norse realm of Midgard. When his beloved wife dies, Kratos sets off on a dangerous journey with his estranged son to spread her ashes from the highest peak. Alright, we already know this. I guess it's just that they think the Norse storyline is much more suitable for a TV series adaptation. Because like I said, 2018 and Ragnarok were much more cinematic than the Greek games. I don't know, I'd just rather they didn't do this at all. I trust Amazon Prime Studios and Hollywood in general about as far as I can freaking throw them. And I'm sure they view Kratos as a toxic male. And I absolutely shudder to think what they might do to puss him up. I mean, do you really think they're going to faithfully adapt Kratos' rage and ultra-violent nature to the screen properly? I sure as hell don't. Not to mention it's going to be damn near impossible to find the perfect actor who would be able to portray Kratos convincingly. I don't know. Hopefully they'll prove me wrong and it'll actually be awesome, but I doubt it. Anyway, let me know what you think of this in the comments down below. Are you excited for a God of War TV series? So if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button and check out one of these others I posted recently. Or consider subscribing if you want more content just like this. I'll catch you all later.